Hi guys, Jess again, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, today's video I will be showing you what is on my iPad Air 4. So without further ado, let's get this video started. So first things first, just before showing you guys what is on my iPad, I'll just show you all the accessories that I have for my iPad. So this case, I actually got it for my birthday, but it is from Amazon, so I will link it down below. I also have a knockoff Paper-like screen protector, and to me it has worked wonders so far. I'll also link it down below. It is also from Amazon. All of my accessories are from Amazon. And then lastly, I have the Apple Pencil 2nd generation, and it has a little case, which I will also be linking down below. Now to show you what is on my iPad, so this is my background, and if we swipe up, it is the same background. I have it in my Pinterest. I will also link my Pinterest down below in case any of the widgets or any of the images, wallpapers you see sparks interest in you guys. I'll link my Pinterest, and they're all in little albums. So the first thing you guys can actually see on my home screen right now is actually the giant widget that says the month, the day, and then you just see the calendar of the month of November. It also highlights which day we are. So currently we are Sunday, November 28th, and so you can see that it is highlighted. Next up, the other widget that I have right below it, the first one actually tells me the battery life of my iPad and then my Apple Pencil, and if my AirPods are connected, it'll tell me the battery life of that as well. And I love seeing it right there, so that way I don't need to look for how much battery is left on my Apple Pencil or how much battery is left on my AirPods. Those are the ones that I like seeing the most on that widget. The next widget is just a little flower and leaf widget that I also got off Pinterest, and then the next widget next to that says "do it for you, not them," which I thought was a cute little quote that I should just leave there. And as you guys can see, my theme is a little bit more on the green side for my iPad right now. Now to get started on the apps that I currently have on my tablet, I have the Apple apps on this page. So we start off with FaceTime, then we go on to Calendar, Photos, Clock, Notes, which I actually use that app. Probably the most used Apple app for me because I write all of my YouTube video ideas on there and little notes that I need to take, so it's like the most used app out of this entire page. And then I have the Camera app, App Store, Settings, Contacts, iTunes Store, Reminders, and right next to Reminders I have a folder with all the rest of the Apple apps. So I'll open this. The first app in there is Shortcuts, followed by Photo Booth, Tips, Apple Store, Clips, Keynote, Numbers, Pages, iMovie, Translate, Magnifier, Measure, Stocks, Voice Memos, News, Home. And then if I swipe, we have TV, Podcasts, Books, Maps, and Find My. So I put them all there because I really don't need them anywhere else. I left the Apple apps that I use the most on the display on my first page, but then I put the rest away in that little folder. And now for the bottom part of the screen, I have iMessages, Safari, Apple Music, Mail, iCloud Drive. Then I also have the most popular apps, I guess. I don't know if that's it. I have Photos, and then I have Settings and Pinterest. And then it's the app library little folders. And now if you go onto the second page, I have a lot of apps on this one. These are probably the apps that keep me the most busy, which is why I put them all on this page. So the first app is Instagram, which I don't even know why I have on this iPad, honestly, because I only really use it on my phone. I should really delete that. And then I have TikTok, Twitch, YouTube Studio. If you guys don't know what YouTube Studio is what we use to keep track of our views, analytics, and all that good stuff. And then under that first row, I have Netflix, Disney Plus, Crave, Prime Video, Funimation, Crunchyroll. Those are all of the apps that I binge watch on. So obviously Netflix and Disney Plus, but then I also have Crave, which I don't know if a lot of people know about. I have Prime Video since I have Amazon Prime, and then I have Funimation and Crunchyroll for anime. Now the next part of this page is my spending portion of this page. I have Amazon, which I honestly use way too much, especially at this time of the year since the holidays are coming, so it's being used quite a lot. And then I have Best Buy and eBay where I buy like older games that I may not have had a chance to play, like I don't know, GameCube games or something. That's mostly what I use it for. I also have Etsy, which I've been using quite a lot recently. I have Indigo, which if you guys don't know what Indigo Chapters is kind of the equivalent to Barnes & Nobles in the United States. It is basically like a bookstore, and then it has an app and you can collect points if you buy on that app, which is great because you can like use those points to like save money. So I use that app a lot to buy my books. It's actually the first place I'll go look for books instead of Amazon, and if they don't have it, then I'll go look on Amazon. Then the last part of this page, which honestly I didn't really divide them, but I didn't also want to divide them, is the portion that I use for my thumbnails. Which, by the way, if you guys ever want me to show you guys how I make my thumbnails, maybe like fonts I use, just techniques I use, I don't know, anything, let me know in the comments because I wouldn't mind making that video. So the first app for that portion, even though it's not really divided, I have Procreate. This one I use a lot for my thumbnails. Then I have Camera Connect so that I can connect my camera to my iPad and then transfer the footage to make my thumbnail, which I will then use on my iPad with the apps that I'm showing. Then I have Fonto. If you guys haven't heard of Fonto, it's a really cool app that I love using for my thumbnails. You can add text on the photos that you choose. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. It's actually really cool. And then I have a Lightroom, which I use to adjust the lighting of the images for my thumbnails a little bit. I don't really use it for Instagram photos because I don't use my Instagram as much as I should probably, but I do use it quite a lot for my thumbnails. And lastly, I have my Pinterest app, which I'm just going to show you guys real quick. So this is actually the, oh, I don't have Wi-Fi currently, but this is my page. So if you guys have any like little albums you guys see that you would be interested in, you can just go on the link in my description and you can just go there. There's a bunch of wallpapers on there if you're interested. And the last app on this page is Widgetsmith, which I use for the widgets on this page. So yeah, now the last page on my iPad is this one. So it only has 4 apps, but I wanted to divide them from my binge and spend apps because they really needed to be divided, honestly. So I have 4 apps that are games. The first one being Minecraft, which I don't really use on my iPad. If anything, I'll use it more on my phone, but I always just download it for some reason. I've been playing since I was a kid, so I guess it was just a weird attachment that now has to be on any device that I have. Next up, I have the Monopoly app. Sometimes just going on a quick game of Monopoly is just fun for me. And then I have Simpsons Tapped Out, which is a game I've been playing since I think I was 13. So I've done a lot in that game and I just can't seem to stop playing it. And then I also have Heyday, which is a game that I play with my mom. Little farming game, really fun, and I love that. So next up, I just want to show you guys what my iPad looks like if I flip it on the side, because I feel like sometimes I like to see if little widgets work in one way and if they look good, whether it be vertical or horizontal. So I'm just going to show you guys really quickly. So on the side, this is what my first page looks like. So the first widget is actually the one that checks my battery percentages. So it's on the top left corner, and right next to it is the little leaf image. And then under it, I have Do It For You, Not Them. And right next to them, I have the giant calendar widget. So I felt like it looked so good on the side as well as vertical. So I'm really happy that it does look good either way, because sometimes, like, I've been trying so many different layouts sometimes, which is probably why I don't put widgets on the other pages, because I can't figure out what looks good. But this layout seemed to work both ways and I loved it. And then just to show you guys what the other pages look like on the side, I'll just swipe. So this is what the second page looks like, and then this is what the third page looks like as well. So that was all that was on my iPad. It wasn't a lot of apps and it wasn't a lot. To me, it's what works best. I have a few games here and there, and then I have my spending apps, but also my binge apps, which is probably what I use my iPad the most currently, but also my thumbnail stuff because I work on my thumbnails every week, so it's been used quite a lot. I love the layout of the widgets that I made. I feel like I finally found what works. It took me forever to find a good layout and good like little widgets and little wallpapers that I love, but this so far is perfect for me, and I hope you guys found it enjoyable. And with that, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!